I guess that was recording. I just did the test. So, here we are, sitting here at the light. I got interesting stories to tell you guys. Oh, I know the one. So the best prank I ever pulled. I think this falls under the jurisdiction of statute of limitations or something. I'm going to claim that here before I tell this story. It's pretty self-incriminating because I don't think they ever solved the mystery of who did this, but when I was in 8th grade, I went to this private Christian school that was like psychotic. They were like crazy strict and weird. Like girls had to wear skirts and belonged in the kitchen, and you know, no drinking, no dancing, no smiling. Not literally, but practically no smiling. And it was, yeah, I went there one year, and my mom was like, both my parents were like, yeah, you don't have to go back there. Those people are crazy. But I will admit, schooling was good. They had good teachers, and the classes were hard. And I was bored in public school, so that was nice. But it wasn't worth it, because they were crazy. Yes. So anyway, we're talking fundamentalist, okay? Like, their graduates, they really pushed okay, we got our curriculum from Bob Jones University. I mean, come on. That's yeah. Surprised we didn't have, like, witch hunts or something. I mean, really. The place was just... Anyway. So, here I was, going to this school, and for 8th grade. And we would take the train in, because it was about 40 minutes away drive, so Chicago's got a good train system, so we would take the train. I enjoyed taking the train, and other times our parents would carpool. There are a few of us that lived in the area where I lived that went to this school, and so the parents would carpool together. Obviously, there's no bus system for private school. Anyway, either way, if we took the train or if we drove, we would get there early. And when we get there, like, way before anybody else. So I'm going somewhere with this story. April Fool's Day comes around, and I get this brilliant idea. We were talking about different pranks we wanted to pull on our teachers, because we're junior high kids, and that's what you do. You pull pranks on your teachers. And I had this idea to steal the teacher's edition of all the books, all the textbooks for our classes, and hide them so that we couldn't have class that day. But it was a small private school, and so if we did it for just the 8th grade class, they could, like, cross-examine everybody. Somebody would squeal. Although, I don't even think most of my class knew. Because I knew that to get away with it, I had to keep this as quiet as possible. So there were a couple of friends that helped me, and that was it. We told no one. And we were tight-lipped about it, but it was hilarious. So what I did was, still to this day, I'm 14 years old, right? How on earth did I get away with this? Because I wasn't exactly that suave or... I was smooth. I don't know how I did this, and I seriously did not get caught. But we thought about we were going to take all the teacher's editions for our class and for the senior high class, because then they wouldn't know who to blame. And the seniors would love it, you know, it's a free gift for them. They didn't have class that day then either. And so I got there early as usual, like early, you know. And the teachers weren't there yet. And I had my big backpack. And I think I somehow talked a friend into going in on this with me, but I think I was the one that actually went into the office and took them. But I think I ran out of room, because I remember they didn't all fit in my backpack. I think we had to use a second backpack. I can't remember how that worked. I don't even actually remember the details of the plan, but I know we snuck into the teacher's office area, snuck into all their offices because they somehow weren't locked, went through their desk drawers and their bookshelves, and picked out all the editions for our class and the senior class, stuffed them in our backpacks, and walked out like nothing happened. Smoothest bank robbery ever. Walked in and walked out, and no one was the wiser. It was bad. I mean, I remember what we did. We went to my locker first and unloaded all my books for the class that I had taken home for homework, so that I had an empty backpack. So I walk in with an empty backpack and walk out with this full backpack, and nobody noticed. I guess because I just look like I belonged there or I was meeting somebody. Or this was a school that still paddled kids. Yes, they had a paddle and they drilled holes in it so that it would get less wind resistance, so it'd go faster. And they would paddle you. Humiliating. So it was like, it was a big up yours to them was to take their textbooks. I didn't hurt them. I didn't write on them. I did nothing to damage them. I hid them. They didn't all fit in my main locker, so I split them between my locker and my gym locker. And did that. It was awesome. Anyway, that's what I did. And then all day the teachers were like, "It's so weird. I don't know where my textbook is. It was just missing. I think I left it out in my car." And so like one of them actually did go out back to their car during class and looked out in their car for it, and they thought they'd lost it. They didn't put two and two together that every single teacher for every single class was missing one. I know, I'm a bad kid. What do you want? And I snuck back at the end of the day. I had to wait and take a later train home so that I could wait till the teachers all left. We hid somewhere. I don't even remember where we hung out in the building till almost everybody was gone, and then we snuck them all back. Nobody ever knew till today. Now you all know. That's my story of... Yeah. That was about the extent of my badness as a child. I was not really... I never did drugs or slept around or went to parties. I never did any of that, but I would do little conniving things like that. But I would never steal. I mean, that was stealing, but I mean, not to keep. I don't know. I was still a pretty good kid. That was about the extent of my rowdiness. And, just before senior year, I had this beautiful long hair. I chopped it all off, and I dyed my hair blue, because our school colors are blue and white. My mom was like, I remember coming downstairs and the look on her face. All she said was, "It's blue." I hadn't even done senior pictures yet or anything. And she's just like, I was like, "So what do you think?" And she kind of shrugged and, well, you're graduating, you have a good GPA, you're going to a good college. It's your life, it's your hair. What can I say? And I think I missed my turn. I think I missed it. Unless it's up here somewhere. And it may be. I think it's just past this street. But yeah, that was my epic adventure in 8th grade. We're such bad kids. But dude, come on. Paddling kids? What the heck is that? It's so 1600s. And it doesn't even work. I still stole your textbooks. What do you want? It did nothing to, yeah. These are all baseball-sized rocks. Ugh! I grabbed my front brake. I accidentally grabbed my front brake.